Hello everyone, I am Salma and I welcome you all to Jobker. In today's video, we will discuss previous year questions for placement papers. But before starting the video, I want to say if you find this video informative and helpful, then do like and share the video. Also subscribe Jobker for latest job notifications and as such videos and hit the bell icon so you can get all updates from Jobker. Without any further delay, let's get start the video. The question is direction for question. Three of the words will be in the same classification. In remaining one will not be. Your answer will be the one word that does not belong in the same classification as the others. So question is which word does not belong with the others? Options are leopard, cougar, elephant and lion. So in options, a leopard, cougar and lion all belong to the cat family and elephant is belong to the mammal family. So elephant does not belong to others. So right answer is option C. Next question is direction for question. A good way to figure out the relationship in a given question is to make up a sentence that describes the relationship between the first two words. Then try to use the same sentence to find out which of the answer choices completes the same relationship with the third word. Question is reptile to lizard as flower is to. Options are petal, stem, daisy, and alligator. So, lizard is a type of reptiles. Petal is a part of flower. Stem is also a part of flower. Daisy is a type of flower, and alligator is another type of reptiles. So, right answer of this question is option C, daisy, as lizard is a type of reptiles, like that daisy is a type of flower. Next question is direction. Read each definition and all four choices carefully and find the answer that provides the best example of the given definition. Erratic behavior occurs when an individual acts in a manner that lacks consistency, regularity, and uniformity. Which situation below is the best example of erratic behavior? Options are Julia cannot contain her anger whenever the subject of local polities is discussed. Martin has just been told that he is being laid off. Before leaving his supervisor's office, he pushes a hole in the door. Rhonda has visited the dealership several times, but she still cannot decide which car to buy. In the past month, Jeffrey, who has been a model employee for 3 years, has respectedly called in sick, forgotten important meetings, and been verbally abusive to colleagues. So we can see Jeffrey's recent behavior is inconsistent and irregular. So right answer of this question is option D. Next question is direction for the question. Read the paragraph carefully and determine the main point the author is trying to make. What conclusion can be drawn from the argument? Each paragraph is followed by 5 statements. One statement support the author's argument better than the other do. So paragraph is today's high school students spend too much time thinking about trivial and distracting matters such as fashion. Additionally, they often dress inappropriately on school grounds rather than spending time writing another details dress policy and should make school uniforms mandatory. If students were required to wear uniforms, it would increase a sense of community and harmony in our schools, and it would instill a sense of discipline in our students. Another positive effect would be that teachers and administrators would no longer have to act as clothing police, freeing them up to focus on more important issues. This paragraph based supports the statement that option A is inappropriate clothing leads to failing grades. Option B is students who wear school uniform get into better colleges. Option C, teachers and administrators spend at least 25% of their time enforcing the dress code. Option D is students are not interested in being part of community. And option D is school uniforms should be compulsory for high school students. So right answer of this question is E. School uniforms should be compulsory for high school students. Next question is, choose the statement that is best supported by the information given in the question passage. So passage is in the 1966 Supreme Court decision Miranda v. Arizona, the court held that before the police can obtain statements from a person subjected to an interrogation, the person must be given a Miranda warning. This warning means that a person must be told that he or she has the right to remain silent during the police interrogation. Violation of this right means that any statement that the person makes is not admissible in a court hearing. This paragraph based support the statement that option A is police who do not warn persons of their Miranda rights are guilty of a crime. A Miranda warning must be given before a police interrogation can begin. Option C is the police may no longer interrogate person suspected of a crime unless a lawyer is present. Option D is in 1966 Supreme Court decision in Miranda should be reversed. Option E is person who are interrogated by police should always remain silent until their lawyer comes. So right answer of this question is option B. A Miranda warning must be given before a police interrogation can begin. Next question is, direction for question. Read the below passage carefully and answer the questions. The passage is, giving children computers in grade school is a waste of money and teachers' time. These children are too young to learn how to use computers effectively and need to spend time on learning the basics like arithmetic and reading. After all, a baby has to crawl before she can walk. Question is, which of the following, if true, would weaken the speaker's argument? Options are a demonstration that computers can be used to teach reading and arithmetic, analysis of the cost effectiveness of new computers versus repairing old computers. Option C is examples of adults who do not know how to use computers. Option D is recent grade reports of students in the computer classes. Option E is a visit to a classroom where computers are being used. So right answer of this question is option A, a demonstration that computers can be used to teach reading and arithmetic. Next question is, direction for question. In each question below is given a statement followed by two conclusions numbered 1 and 2. You have to assume everything in the statement to be true, then consider the two conclusions together and decide which of them logically follows beyond a reasonable doubt from the information given in the statement. Give answer A if only conclusion 1 follows, B if only conclusion 2 follows, C if only 1 or 2 follows, D if neither 1 nor 2 follows, and E if both 1 and 2 follows. So statement is modern man influences his destiny by the choice he makes, unlike in the past. Conclusions: earlier there were fewer options available to man. There was no desire in the past to influence the destiny. So right answer of this question is only conclusion 1 follows. Earlier there were fewer options available to man is right. Next question is direction for question. In each of the following question, two statements numbered 1 and 2 are given. There may be cause and effect relationship between the two statements. These two statements may be the effect of the same cause or independent causes. These statements may be independent causes without having any relationship. Read both the statement in each question and mark your answer as A if statement 1 is the cause and statement 2 is its effect. B if statement 2 is the cause and statement 2 is its effect. C if both the statements 1 and 2 are independent causes. D if both the statements 1 and 2 are effects on independent cause. And E if both the statement 1 and 2 are effects of some common cause. So statements are the price of vegetables have been increased considerably during this summer. There is tremendous increase in the temperature during this summer, thereby damaging crops greatly. So we can see damage to crops due to high temperature may have resulted in a short supply of vegetables and hence their price increase. So right answer of this question is option B. Statement 2 is the cause and statement 1 is its effect. Next question is direction for question. In each question below is given a statement followed by two assumptions numbered 1 and 2. You have to consider the statement and the following assumptions and decide which of the assumptions is implicit in the statement. Give answer A if only assumption 1 is implicit, B if only assumption 2 is implicit, C if either 1 or 2 is implicit, D if neither 1 nor 2 implicit, and E if both 1 and 2 are implicit. Statement is the regulatory authority has set up a review committee to find out the reasons for unstable stock prices. Assumption 1 is the investors may regain confidence in stock market by this decision. Assumption 2 is the review committee has the expertise to find out the cause for volatility in the stock market. So assumption 1 mentions the aim for the step talked about the statement, and assumption 2 mentions the essential requirement for it. So right answer of this question is option E. Both 1 and 2 are implicit. Next question is direction for question. In each question given below is given a statement followed by two assumptions numbered 1 and 2. You have to consider the statement and the following assumptions and decide which of the assumptions is implicit in the statement. Give answer A if only one assumption is implicit, B if only assumption 2 is implicit, C if either 1 or 2 is implicit, D if neither 1 nor 2 is implicit, E both 1 and 2 are implicit. Statement is I have written several letters to the branch manager regarding my account is the bank but did not receive any reply so far. Assumptions: branch manager is expected to read letters received from the customer. Assumption 2 is branch manager is expected to reply to the letters received from the customers. So we can clearly see assumption 1 and 2 both are follows. So right answer of this question is both 1 and 2 are implicit. Next question is statement the present examination system needs overhauling thoroughly. Assumption 1 is the present examination system is obsolete. Assumption 2 is overhauling results in improvement. So overhauling is needed only in case of an obsolete system. So we can say one is implicit and overhauling is done for improvement is also important. So we can say assumption 2 is implicit. So right answer of this question is option E. Both 1 and 2 are implicit. Next question is statement the end of a financial year is the ideal time to take a look at the performance of various companies. Assumption 1 is all the companies take such a review at the end of a financial year. Assumption 2 is the performance data of various companies is available. So we can clearly see assumption 1 and 2 both are follows. So right answer of this question is option E. Next question is direction for question. In each question given below is given a statement followed by two assumptions numbered 1 and 2. You have to consider the statement and the following assumptions and decide which of the assumption is implicit in the statement. Give answer A if only assumption 1 is implicit. Give answer 2 if only assumption 2 is implicit. Give answer C if either 1 or 2 is implicit. Give answer D if neither 1 nor 2 implicit. Give answer E if both 1 and 2 are implicit. Statement is children who get encouragement usually perform better. A note by the principal to the parents. Assumption 1 is some parents do not encourage children. Assumption 2 is parents may follow principal's advice. So assumption 1 is implicit because some parents do not encourage children, so they do not perform better, and assumption 2 is also implicit because principal thought that parents follow his advice. So right answer of this question is option E. Both 1 and 2 are implicit. Next question is direction for question. In each question below is given a statement followed by two courses of action numbered 1 and 2. You have to assume everything in the statement to be true and on the basis of the information given in the statement decide which of the suggested courses of action logically follows for pursuing. Give answer A if only 1 follows, B if only 2 follows, C if either 1 or 2 follows, D if neither 1 nor 2 follows, and E if both 1 and 2 follows. Statement is exporters in the capital are alleging that commercial banks are violate a Reserve Bank of India directive to operate a post shipment export credit denominated in foreign currency at international rates from January this year. Courses of action. Action 1 is the officers considered in the commercial bank are to be suspended. Action 2 is the RBI should be asked to stop giving such directives to commercial banks. So, the statement mentions that the commercial banks violate a directive issued by the RBI and the remedy is only to make the banks implement the act. So both courses of actions are not follows. So answer of this question is option D, neither 1 nor 2 follows. Next question is statement is most of those who study in premier engineering colleges in India migrate to developed nations for better prospects in their professional pursuits. Course of action. Action 1 is all the students joining these colleges should be asked to sign a bond at the time of admission to the effect that they will remain in India at least for 10 years after they complete education. Action 2 is all those students who desire to settle in the developed nations should be asked to pay entire cost of their education which the government subsidies. So we can clearly see only action 2 follows. So right answer of this question is option V, only 2 follows. Next question is direction for question. In each question below is given a statement followed by two courses of action numbered 1 and 2. You have to assume everything in the statement to be true and on the basis of the information given in the statement decide which of the suggested courses of action logically follows for pursuing. Give answer A if only one follows, B if only two follows, C if either one or two follows, D if neither one nor two follows, and E if both one and two follows. Statement is the Union Ministry of Tourism and Civil Aviation has fixed an annual target of Rs 10,000 crores by way of tourism earnings towards the ends to the current decade. Courses of action. Action 1 is there is no need of development of further new tourist spots to meet the target. Action 2 is the ministry should evolve attractive packages to woo the foreign tourist to meet the target. So action 1 is not follows because the tourist can be attracted only by developing sport worth seeing and providing attractive packages. And action 2 is follows the ministry should evolve attractive packages to woo the foreign tourist to meet the target. So right answer of this question is option 2, only 2 follows. Next question is direction for question. In each question below is given a statement followed by three courses of action numbered 1, 2 and 3. You have to assume everything in the statement to be true, then decide which of the three given suggested courses of action logically follows for pursuing. Statement is a large number of students who have passed their 12th standard terminal examination in the country could not get admission to colleges as the number of seats available are grossly inadequate. Courses of action. Action 1 is the evaluation system of 12th standard terminal examination should be made more tough so that fewer students pass the examination. Action 2 is the government should encourage the private sector to open new colleges by providing them land at cheaper rate. Action 3 is the rich people should be asked to send their words to foreign countries for higher studies, enabling the needy students to get admissions in college within the country. So we can clearly see here only action 2 follows. So right answer of this question is option B, only 2 follows. Next question is direction. In each question below is given a statement followed by three assumptions numbered 1, 2 and 3. You have to consider the statement and the following assumptions. Decide which of the assumptions is implicit in the statement and choose your answer accordingly. Statement is a rare opportunity to be a professional while you are at home. An advertisement for computer literate housewives by computer company. Assumption 1 is some housewives simultaneously desire to become professional. Assumption 2, computer industry is growing at a fast pace. Assumption 3 is it is possible to be a professional as well as housewife. So we can clearly see 1 and 3 are implicit and 2 is not implicit. So right answer of this question is option C, 1 and 3 are implicit. Next question is direction for question. In each of the following questions, three statements are given followed by four conclusions numbered 1, 2, 3 and 4. You have to take the given statements to be true even if they seems to be at variance with commonly known facts and then decide which of the given conclusions logically follows from the given statements disregarding commonly known facts. Statements all pencils are word, all words are skies, all skies are hills. We can draw a Venn diagram. All pencils are word, all word are skies, and all skies are hills. Then conclusions, all pencils are hills. So this is right because pencils are under hills. Then conclusion 2, all hills are words. So this is wrong. Option 3 is all skies are pencil. This is also wrong. Option 4 is all words are hill. So this is right. So we can say conclusion 1 and 4 follows. Then according to options, option E, none of these is right answer. Next question is statements all myths are fictions. No fiction is novel and all novels are stories. Then conclusion 1 is no myths is novel. This conclusion is right. Some fictions are novels. So this conclusion is wrong. Conclusion 3 is some fictions are myths. So this is right because according to Venn diagram, some fictions are myths. Conclusion 4 is some myths are novels. According to Venn diagram, this is not right. So we can say 1 and 3 conclusions are follows. Then according to options, right answer is option E, none of these. This is the last question. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe Jobker for latest job notifications and as such videos. Thank you.